Michaung is now a new storm in the North Indian Ocean. Subscribe to the YouTube channel for the latest updates. Well, the hurricane seasons might have ended, but then the tropics does not rest. We now have a new tropical storm in the North Indian Ocean, and its name is Michaung. Really catchy name. Currently at 11.4 degrees north and 82.5 degrees east. This is now a 40-mile-per-hour storm with a pressure of 1,002 millibars, and is currently moving west-northwest at 7 miles per hour. It is quite a late season North Indian Ocean storm, to say the least, currently in 10 a.m. To say that again, it's a 40-mile-per-hour tropical storm, but then the wind field is like pretty small. It's like 55 nautical miles stretching to the southwest of the quadrant. Currently it is 305 kilometers away from Chennai, 435 from Neudor, 530 from Ongo, 580 from Amalapuram, and 705 from Visakhapatnam. If I butcher those names incorrectly, I am deeply sorry, but you know, Indian names are a wonder. 40 miles per hour is agreed by us and also the Joint Typhoon Warning Center and the Indian Meteorological Department. Well, technically there's no discrepancy after all. It's just a very early stage tropical storm, and it's 40 miles per hour right now. Here's the track from the JTWC. They are having right now a peak of 70 miles per hour, 60 knots. Currently in just north of Chennai actually, and then it will skirt off in, will just be going parallel with the coast and then striking them in actually like a day or two time in strength of 55 knots. It's like 60 miles per hour. Sea surface temperature is relatively warm in terms of Indian Ocean. It's now pretty warm. It's like 29 degrees Celsius, and it's pretty favorable for this storm to intensify, but I shouldn't say it should not intensify very much. We're taking a look at the GFS model now. You can see it's practically the same as what we see on the cone for the JTWC, but then I think they're having a peak pressure of around 989 millibars, so it's a pretty weak tropical storm in a very late season, so it's pretty typical, but the impact shouldn't be scoffed at, as you can see there are huge rain bands currently. It's just covering the entire western seaboard, so it should not be a storm to take very lightly off. Here's the GFS diagnostic from RAMP. You can see that it's just warm. The peak would be at around 60 knots, which is the same as Joint Typhoon Warning Center. Deep layer shear is about to decrease and then rise skyrocketly as the storm going north right now. And you can see sea surface temperatures maintaining at about 28 degrees, but then the relative humidity going down as this storm heads to the north. You can see on the satellite imagery, as what I've said before, the rain band is actually pretty big, but then the wind fields is actually quite small. So the important factor of this storm would be its rain bands that is surrounding the Indian Ocean, but then for a late season storm, it's just the monsoonal depressions that make those tropical storms. So we could typically see a very large wind field. Not wind field, excuse me, it's the rain bands that is affecting the storm. We'll have more coverage on this storm if it intensifies or approaches landfall. We'll see you shortly.